What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for the blockchain group, ticker symbol ALTBG. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So let's take a look at what the price is telling us, what the market participants are doing, and where price is most likely headed. Well, that was a nice move up higher from April up until about mid-June. Then all of a sudden, price hit this 582 level or like 596 level, high $5 level. And then we started pulling back or reversing technically. And it's more of a reversal instead of a correction because we just shot right through that EMA right about here. And then when price tried to come back up, it made a lower high. So this was a bearish sign. You could say it's like a head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So that's typically indicating a trend change when price is unable to make a new high. So now we are in a downtrend and we can look for lower price targets. So you would measure this prior leg right here. That's one large leg right there. Second leg down would start at that pullback, and price is targeting right around the $2 level. So that's where it's headed next. And is it guaranteed to get there? No, it's not, but that is the expectation. So expectation is price to get for price to reach here, and then who knows what will happen here. We can either bounce from it and reverse higher and make a new high. We can have a small little bounce and barely go higher, and then we just roll over, maybe get a double test and then go up, or we can just shoot right through it and continue trending down lower, or we could bounce and then come back and break the level. So there's a lot of different situations that can play out, but I'd say as of right now, it's headed lower. It's headed towards this target zone about here, low $2, and that's where the measurement target is. That's where the downtrend is targeting. We're below this trend line as well, which is definitely something to keep an eye on. So as long as we're still below this trend line, you cannot be bullish at all. Maybe just very short term, we can have a bounce up, but as long as we're still below the trend line, that means the trend is still in play. And just because we break it doesn't mean it's rally time for higher prices, because we can always form another one. Sometimes you might see the trend line break, and then we just start coming back down, and we don't stop coming back, and we don't stop going down. We just continue going down. So just keep an eye on the trend line first, though. That would be the first thing you want to see broken. You want to reach some measurement target, which most likely can act as a support zone and reverse prices higher. And then you want to see a trend line break. So once you start adding in a bunch of clues to the price, then that means that we can move up higher instead of continue trading down lower. But as right now, that's what's going on. We had a nice move up higher. Bulls gave up at the high $5 level. We saw a huge move down, which is a change in momentum, a change in market structure. And then price corrected higher, wasn't strong enough to make a new high. Then we started the next leg down, and it's targeting right around $2. Let's see what happens over here. But overall, just a bearish looking chart. We went up quickly, and we're going down just as quickly as well. So the market is generally symmetrical. I don't know too much about their Bitcoin treasury company. I'm only focusing on MicroStrategy, so I'm not sure how many Bitcoin they hold on the treasury or the balance sheet. But either way, the technicals are the most important thing. They can have 1 million Bitcoin, but if the price continues to go down lower, that's what matters the most. At the end of the day, that's what the market agrees the price should be. We can always have our own, beliefs about what the price should be, but the market is what, is the truth. It's the reality of the situation. And sometimes they can get it wrong. Sometimes, obviously, they can be right. But that is the critical thing. The price is the most important thing. So price is moving down lower, and it's coming right back to this breakout point. So it makes total sense why we're coming back down to the $2 level. You can see this was the prior peak, and then price rolled down lower. It started moving up higher. We broke that level. We shot up, and now we're coming back to that level to test it for support. It was previous resistance. It could turn into potential support. And a lot of times, price can come back to these breakout zones because there's unfilled buy orders here. The stop losses here. There's just a lot of liquidity left over here. So the market's coming back to that level, get rid of this overextension in the market. So we'll see what happens. But overall, we hit a high point, $5. Let's take a look at it on the log scale. Let's see if that makes a difference. The log scale right here. So it makes sense why we topped out at that $5 level, because there's prior resistance over here as well. So you can look to the left side of the chart, and if this was a sell zone in history, it could be a sell zone in the future as well. So that's where price topped out at. Now we're pulling back to the breakout zone of about, low $2. Let's see if it can find support and move up higher from there. But overall, it's dropping out lower. I think it has a little bit more downside left before it moves up higher. So all I have for ALTBG on the daily and weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.